Well, myself, Tim, and Dan decided to throw out a mid-tier division from the fleet tonight, and it turned out to be like dragging a hot knife through butter because we just carved our way through Red Team. This isn't one of those battles where it's all medals and high scores and things like that. It was just a little bit of fun, and we enjoyed it so much. I thought, you know something? This'll lighten the mood from all the serious stuff that people get into. But we're here on the Atlantic. We're spawn and center, so we've got a choice to go left or right, and we make the unanimous decision that we're going to head right. We're going to go Bravo Charlie and see what we can come up with here. There's only one destroyer per team, and Tim and I were laughing quite hysterically to ourselves because we realized that pretty much every other cruiser on Red Team is a light cruiser. And we're into Graf Spee Bs, which have much bigger guns than they do. So apart from Red Team's Fubuki, and perhaps letting a cruiser get too close that might have torpedoes, there's not a lot to be scared of here. And we are going to go aggressive. Well, we're going to go a little bit cautiously at the start. We're going to cover Dan. We're going to see if we can figure out where this Fubuki is. And Dan was saying that things are switching left and right with Perceptive. So he's kind of in the middle of everything. But we most certainly are going to get stuck in to the majority of everything on Red Team. I get spotted. There is the Königsberg. I can't get shots across the top there, but there's going to be somebody else out there who can get shots across the top of me because I can see that I'm being targeted. You'll see from my build at the start of the video that I'm using Luchens with Ingenious on. There's the Fubuki. We've only got AP loaded because we're expecting a lot of light cruisers, but we're going to put some shots out there and we get some good hits on him. He's in panic mode. He's lost about a third of his health. We're going to try and blind fire the smoke here. No, we've lost him. So Dan is going to back off, and we are just waiting to see what happens here. And then we're going to go on an absolute charge up this flank. I think a lot of the guys here on Red Team realize that the Graf is not a ship to be messed with in the ships that they were in. And so we decide that we're going to take that fear and we're going to turn it into absolute terror and just push on these guys. And Tim and I were absolutely trading salvos and citadels on these guys. I think I finished with 6 no dev strikes. So RNG was really giving these guys the benefit of the doubt. But there's the first one. After Tim hitting first citadel, I hit him and pick up the first blood. And we don't seem to be doing very well across there on ACAP. But these guys are out here. They've just seen what's happened to their friend, and we are going to continue to push. Pensacola, that is a Citadel Pinata any day of the week, but these guys are getting wise. I think there's a lot of people trying to get fires on things. I get some good hits, take, half his health off him. There's another Pensacola. These guys are in division, and I did say, sorry about that, guys. It was a lot of fun for us, but I don't imagine it was a lot of fun for you. So sorry if this is your fleet on the receiving end of a double citadel and an incapacitation of your engine. We are just going to keep pushing. We aren't going to hang back here. Dan felt very left out with his torpedoes. At the end of the game, he said, all I was doing was spotting. And I was like, yeah, but that's the thing. The destroyer now is the one that has to do the spotting. We get a tickle on that Pensacola. We're going to continue pushing up. We're going to let these fires burn because we can afford to. We have hit points to play with. And with the fast reload on this Graf Spee, I think I've got it down about 19 seconds with the build that I've got. We're just going to keep hitting these guys as fast and as hard as we can. Pensacola takes another Citadel. I think Tim is going to take the next shot at him and he's going to turn out. But they have absolutely nowhere to run. There we go. Tim picks up that Pensacola. Duga's turned round. The Budyoni's turned round and the Pensacola's turned round. They have seen the writing on the wall. I probably fluffed that shot a bit there, I think, as we kind of trade paint here with Tim as we push around. And we're just going to keep on pushing because it looks like the guys on AirCap have finally taken care of business across there. We've got 3 light cruisers running with their tails between their legs, with salvo after salvo from 2 Graf Spee Bs coming in on them. Dan is doing an excellent job of keeping them spotted. He is hurting them with his torpedoes as well, hoping to get a lucky hit. But some of these guys are getting lucky. RNG is in favour of them. And I was like, oh, see if I can get a double strike here by firing one turret one and one turret the other. Yeah, we're not going to get a double strike out of it at all. I don't think we actually get a hit on them at all. So I think RNG was doing those guys a favour by making us miss every now and then. But they're not going to be lucky the entire game. We look at leading that Pensacola, and then already 15 seconds for the reload. Didn't lead them enough? Yes, we did. There's another Citadel and another kill. Sometimes all this sitting back in games at the high tiers is absolutely awful and kills the enjoyment of the game. And actually down here in the mid tiers where people are trying to progress ships, they're more likely to get involved in a fight and actually take a chance and take a risk because they want the XP to make that grind quicker. This Duker, last man standing, he's done well to survive this far. I think we've hit him with nothing but over penetrations so far. But he's going to start a turn here. Are we going to get shots on? Let's have a look. No, looks like he's turning out again. We get 1 hit out of, I think it's 6 shells, isn't it? Off this. But he's taking fire now from everybody on the other side of the map. He's bobbing and weaving, ducking and diving, but sooner or later he's going to go into a turn which he is absolutely committed to, and that is going to be the end of him. We pick up the high caliber with that last salvo there, only 71,000 damage, so there wasn't a lot of hit points to be had. But that one was a lot of fun to play, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Sorry, Red Team, if that was you. It was just a bit of fun, and who knew that RNG would drop us into a match that was practically all light cruisers. So I hope you have enjoyed that one. Don't forget, smash the like button, leave me a comment. You can contribute on PayPal or take up memberships to this channel if you haven't already done so. And if you'd like to, you can stick around and click one of these links and watch another video. Tell your friends we're on the push for 1,500 subscribers. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Goodbye.